ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ವಿಧಿ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕಾನೂನು ಸ್ವಯಂ ಸೇವಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಹೊಸ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಕಾನೂನು ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು, ಈ ದಿನ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂತ ಒಂದು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಹ ನಾವು ಆಯ್ಕೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಲಾ ಈಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ study of criminology and forensics. Somewhere or the other, our new criminal laws discusses about DNA profiling, the electronic evidences, digital evidences, even at the time of Caesar, at the time of Mahazar, by the police. So, a kind of a forensics officials used to come for a crime, come and do some investigation at the crime scene. All this will, takes place. So hence, it is very much important to learn what exactly the criminology and the forensic subject. So here with us, Dr. Teju Kumar, who is a HOD of Department of Forensic and Criminology, Acharya, Degree College, Acharya Institute of Graduate Studies at Bangalore. So here we welcome Dr. Teju Kumar sir for the
Thank
deliberation
you, sir.
on criminology and forensics, how it is important for advocates, law students, and general public in understanding the criminal law as well as the system, the judicial system where the court conduct the cases with the help of scientific evidences. So let us welcome Dr. Teju Kumar sir. Sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you,
Uh,
sir.
ಬಹಳ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ತಮಗೆ.
Sir,
ನಮಗೆ
ತಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ
ವಕೀಲರಿಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ನಾವು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಾಲಜಿ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಫೋರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾ, ಸರ್.
ನಾವು ಏನಿದ್ರು
ಹಾ, ಸರ್.
ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್, ಈ ಚೆಕ್
ಹ್ಮ್.
ಬೌನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್
ಹ್ಮ್.
ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಆ ಕೋರ್ಟಿನ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಆ ಚೆಕ್ ಏನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ
ಹೌದು, ಸರ್.
ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ತದನಂತರ ನಾವು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ
Correct, sir.
ಅಷ್ಟು ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ and the subject of criminology, what exactly it is. So it is our pleasure and it is our kind of an opportunity to learn anta nan bhavista. So I
Okay.
welcome you for the program, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for coming here.
That- Pleasure, sir. Pleasure. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, as sir said, Purushottam sir, first of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me for this wonderful workshop. And same time, I wanted to share
ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್
my
ಮಿ ಸರ್.
knowledge.
ಸರ್, ತಮ್ದು ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದೇನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಎಕೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Correct. ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ, ಸರ್.
ಹಾ
ಸರ್, ಇದು ನನಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ ಇದು PPT ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಎರಡು ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ತಮ್ದು. ಒಂದು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಎರಡು ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಹಲೋ.
ಹಾ, ತೇಜ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಕೋ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ತೇಜು ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಕೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದು.
ಈಗ ಸರ್,
ಈಗ ಎಕೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಈಗ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಈ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಸರ್, ನನ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು PPT ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೋ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ತೇಜ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕೋ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. good number of audience is there. 31 members ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So thank you so much uh, for coming to the session. So here with Dr. Teju Kumar sir, who is going to give us knowledge on criminology and forensics.
Purushottam sir, could you please share this from your this one, because I'm not able to share this.
One second, sir. What I will do is,
Huh.
uh,
I will send you the PPT.
right, sir. Sir, I'm making you as a host.
Okay.
So now you just check, sir. Check, sir. Now you can check. So you are a host right now.
Now I can do na.
Yes, please, sir. There is a person by name Monica. Please mute. Open ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಈಗ? Sir, you just send to me, sir. I will only share.
I will do that.
Now you can start the deliberation, sir.
I will. Just a minute. I will share you this PPT. Then
Sir, you start no, deliberation, sir. I will share the PPT, sir.
okay. So yeah. Okay. Just a minute. So
Yes.
I will
Yes,
forward
yes,
this
sir.
thing. So just take seconds.
Yes, sir. I received the PPT one. So now you just give us a brief on what exactly this criminology subject, sir.
Okay. So welcome you all for this workshop, and I will begin with criminology and forensic science. ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಫಾರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿಧಿವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲಾ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿಧಿವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಧಿವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಫಾರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ most of the time we'll see like while using while watching web series or movies, they will say ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಫಾರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಫಾರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನಗಳೇನು, ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾನೂನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಾಲಜಿ, ಫಾರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ criminal law. So that is what we are going to study today's workshop. Means today's session we are going to discuss about this. Like I want each one of you, like if you have any doubt regarding criminology and forensic science, you can ask me later once the session is ended. Okay. So we'll start with criminology. So ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಈಗ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಓದ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಾಲಜಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು, ಸೊ ಅವರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಾಲಜಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಇವನ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಇವನ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಒಂದ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇವನು ಒಂದು ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಸೊ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಇವನು ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡ್ದಂತ ಸೊ ಯಾಕೋ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವನು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಂತ ಯಾರು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಪರಾಧದ ನಂತರ ಏನು ಬಂತು, ಸೊ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಡಿ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ no particular trial, there is no proper investigation, nothing is going to be happen. Like only the thing is like once the criminal has done some mistake, like he has to get a punishment. So but criminology ಒಳಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅಪರಾಧ ಹಿಂದಿಂದ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೂಟ್ ಕಾಸ್, ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಒಂದು ಅಪರಾಧ, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇನ್ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಾಲಜಿ. ಸರಿನಾ? ಹಲೋ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಡಿಬಲ್?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, okay.
Please continue, sir. Please continue.
Okay, so at least somebody say yes or no. Like I can think like sometime it will get mute, some technical issues.
Yes,
But
sir.
it
Yes,
must
sir.
not-
You can continue,
Yeah.
sir. We are all hearing you.
Okay, okay, that's fine, sir. So as I said, like what is criminology? And the criminology is the scientific study of crime. So and its causes, consequences, prevention and control. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಿವೆನ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನ್ಸ್ ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ನೇಚರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ impact of criminal behavior within society and explores the societal responses to crime. So always see ಯಾವ್ದೊಂದು ಅಪರಾಧ ನಡೀತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಯರ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ police officer, okay, if you being somebody who is a responsible citizen of the society, then you always think that society ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸತಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕಲಿ ಸ್ಥಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಂತ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಅದೊಂದು ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಎದುರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಎದುರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಲೈಕ್, so crime is something different, like we don't want to, nobody wanted to go and get into that business. Okay, the a common man, I'm talking about the common man, like the common man don't want to mingle, don't want to be involved in such kind of things. So being a police officer, being a lawyer, so always we go behind these things. So as a criminologist, I will always study about why this crime is happening. Okay, so what are the causes, why the crimes are happened, what are the causes behind that. So we'll study some of the theories while studying criminology. Okay, so criminology, it is a interdisciplinary, okay, drawing from sociology, psychology, law, anthropology and other fields to understand. See, ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ವಿಷಯ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನರಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮನೋವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಮಾಜಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಸೋಶಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾನೂನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಅದರ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮಾಜಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಕಲಿ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್. ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವನು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ, ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಎನಿ background in their family or any trauma in his past life. So all these things we going to study. So that is about criminology. So we are going to understand the cause behind the crime. That is the thing, why crimes occur and how to effectively address them. That is what we are going to study in criminology. Okay, so while we are seeing some key areas of criminology, which includes, that is different areas we're going to concentrate in criminology. So that is the theories of criminal behavior. As I told you, like theories of criminal behavior, ತುಂಬಾ ಥಿಯರೀಸ್ಗಳು ಇದಾವೆ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಾಲಜಿ ಒಳಗೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಬಯೋಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೋಶಿಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ, ಅಪರಾಧದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅಪರಾಧಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಥಿಯರೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದ experts, those who are practitioners in those days. They are given some theories regarding this field. Okay, so biological theories will see there's a concept called born criminals. So born criminals ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಪರಾಧಿ ಏನಿರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ ಹುಟ್ಟು ಅಪರಾಧಿ ಅಂತ ಅದೊಂದು ಥಿಯರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್, ಹುಟ್ಟು ಅಪರಾಧಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಸಮ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅವನ ಬಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಮ್ ಫೇಶಿಯಲ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ ಬಾಡಿ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅದು ಮೊದಲಿಂದನೇ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಿಂದನೇ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಜೈಗಾಂಟಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಉದ್ದ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೈಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸಿ ನಾವೇ ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಏನಂತೀವಿ, ಇವನ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಭಯಾನಕವಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ biological features, biological theories will concept while we are studying in these criminal behaviors. Okay, the similarly psychological thing, as I told you, like psychological, there are some factors about psychological which trigger the person behavior to get change and he will commit some crimes. Okay, that is also one of the key areas where we will concentrate while studying criminology. Then next, sociological perspective also we'll see the surroundings. So it is very much important when we are studying criminology. Now ಅಪರಾಧ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಓದಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸಮಾಜ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, because see all humans are staying in one society. So we'll say in criminology, there's a tagline that is, there is no society without a criminal. Okay, so there is no society without a crime. ಸೊ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಮಾಜನೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಅಪರಾಧ ಹೊರತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲೂ ಲೈಕ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, US, ಸೊ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಲೈಕ್ there are so many developed countries, but still crimes are there. Why? So see, crimes may be differ. So from one country to other country, from one society to other society. Okay, but the thing is, crime is always present in one or other way. Okay, so we can try to prevent, but we can't stop the crime entirely. That is there. So we can always see that. The developed countries itself, there are so many crimes. If you see the ratio of US crimes and all, it is much more than compared to India. Okay, so still we will say that it is a developed country. There are the legal system is very high, means because they can protect people in a very good way and all. But the thing is like ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ one or other way crimes will happen, crimes will take place just because of like until and unless this greediness. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಅತಿ ಆಸೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅತಿ ಆಸೆ, ಹಣದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅತಿ ಆಸೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಅಪರಾಧ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಜರ್ ಕಾರಣಗಳು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್? ಲೈಕ್ ಸಿ whenever we will study some subjects, so we always see about the statistics. So on the basis of the statistics numbers, we'll do the study. Okay, so ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನಾವು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ರೇಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ರೇಷಿಯೋ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ BPRND, ಬ್ಯೂರೋ ಆಫ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ. So this organization, this institution, what it will do, it will collect all the database. All the database will be there in BPRND. So it is available in internet as well. Whenever you wanted to see the crime rate of the particular states, you can go and select the states. Like you can come, you will get the entire list of entire crime statistics in that website itself. Okay, so ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು state in the crime statistics in with the ratio, with the numbers, they are given, because that is the only institution which is collecting all the databases. Okay, so for example, like ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ತಾಲೂಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಗ್ರಾಮ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಿಟಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೆಟ್ರೋಪಾಲಿಟನ್ ಸಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೊ ಇದ್ರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ನೌ ಡೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ file a complaint, it will directly go to the center. So that is the central body, BPRND. So like this. So next one is the key area of criminology. It includes penology. Penology means about the punishment. So you guys well know about the punishments and all. Once the trial will happen, once the crime has happened, then investigation, then a proper trial, then from the court they will get a punishment. They will go to the prison. So that is penology. So why I'm telling all these things, it is interlinked. The criminology, sociology, penology, and victimology. So all these are interlinked. So victimology, we know the study of victims of crime. So most of this is like vulnerable area, I can say, like so most of the time it is tumba least bothered area, I can say, means victimology. So because like once the crime has happened, always they are beyond the criminals and all, so they don't bother about victims and their families, what they're doing, what they are facing, how they are living in the society. So these things is much more important. So ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ victims ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ they are the main victims. Like they are the major problem is happen for these people. So victims and their families. So ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ while studying criminology, law, criminal law, so we always keep one thing, that is victimology. So it will help the policy development for crime prevention and justice reform. So the criminology will help policymakers to develop a proper crime prevention methods and justice also given to these victims. Okay, so this is about key areas of criminology. So next we'll come to forensic science. Still we discussed about criminology. The next is forensic science. The forensic science is the application of scientific methods and techniques to investigate crimes and support the legal system. So see, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಧಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ. ಸೊ ಫೋರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as ವಿಧಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ in ಕನ್ನಡ. Okay, for forensic science is very much important. So nowadays, like you know that we have a forensic science laboratory that is comes to district level as well. Okay, now it is in state level, district level, and as well as central level. So most of the district headquarters are having these forensic science labs. So before what happened, ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ, as Purushottam sir said, they has to send it to the central. So it is in Hyderabad as well as in Delhi. So ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will take more time to get the report from central. Okay, so that's why ನಮ್ಮ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೋಟ್ಯಾನುಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ವೈ? ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ sufficient evidence reports, evidence. So lack of evidence, definitely the cases will pending in a courts. So proper ಆಗಿ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ವಾದ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so definitely the cases will be pending in that way. So that's why it is a very crucial for each one of us forensic science. So forensic science, it is a vital area like nowadays, because most of the cases which is happening, it will go to the court. Means before what court will ask, whenever they will start with the trial, they will ask a proper evidence. The proper evidence means the evidence which you got in the crime scene. Okay, so crimes means ಒಂದು ಅಪರಾಧ ಆದಂತ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಮಚ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಲೈಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು know much more better than any other. Okay, because once forensic science department involved, okay, they actually I personally interact with these forensic science scientists. Okay, most of my seniors and my classmates are working as a forensic scientist in the forensic department in a different divisions. Like there are many divisions like physics division, chemistry, ballistics. So like that, there are many other divisions, means different divisions where this particular evidences will go for the examination. Okay, so it involves analyzing physical evidence from crime scene to identify suspects. Okay, so always we know that ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಅಪರಾಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ forensic evidences, okay, what they will do, they will take the evidences from them and they will collect it from the suspect. Then they're going to do an examination. Okay, and also the second one is reconstruct events. Reconstruction of crime scene is also there, like how they're going to reconstruct the crime scene. So reconstruction of crime scene is very much important in this area. Okay, it will be helpful for criminal law as well, because see, the law is always there, but these are all supporting areas like forensic science, criminology, anthropology. Okay, so all these areas are supporting law in one or other way to get the justice for the victims and the families. Okay, this forensic science establish facts in a legal context. So forensic scientists work closely with law enforcement and legal professionals to ensure that evidence is collected, analyzed, and presented accurately in the court of law. Because see, the most of the time what happened, like, so when it was in center only, center, the labs are in central. So it is very difficult for them to do a proper analysis. Analysis and examination, it will take much more time. Okay, why? Once if they will properly collect it, then they have to properly um, seal it. Okay, and they have to send it to the concerned department. Okay, most of the time what happened, like the police department, they are not at all expertise. They don't have any knowledge about how to handle these kind of evidences. So there are so many problems where these means scientists will face once they got the evidences from the police department. Because see, most of the time it is very difficult how to collect this um, evidences without you are having a knowledge. It is not at all possible to collect the evidences in a proper manner. So that's why that is what we're going to teach our students, how they're going to handle the evidences, how they have to collect the evidences, how they have to pack it, and how they have to send it to the central, state, or district forensic science laboratories. So nowadays it is very good sign the government is come up with a new area like forensic science in all the states. Like they have their own team, so they are going to come along with the police to the crime scene, and they are associating with the police. Like they are going to directly collect the evidences because they are professionals. So they are all called as an experts in this area. So ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಏನೇನು ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ send it to the lab for the proper analysis and examination. This is about forensic science. So if you want to say the key disciplines within forensic science, that is first one is crime scene investigation. What is that crime scene investigation? We know that collection and preservation of physical evidence. So physical evidences are many things. Like we will see that first thing is like any kind of hair or fiber. Okay, the fingerprints we can see. Then some weapons like a bullet or gun. Okay, so DNA. So all this comes under physical evidences. Okay, so collecting proper evidences. Okay, in the crime scene, it is much more important. That is called crime scene investigation of. See, the once the investigation officer comes to the crime scene, it his duty to properly save the crime scene. Okay, so that's why. So this is lacking in the police department. That's why they come up with the forensic science. Now in Karnataka, we are very happy to say that. So we have one particular team. So that post is called as the crime scene investigation officer. Okay, so that crime scene investigation officer, his duty is going along with the investigation officer. Okay, and he is going to assist the investigation officer in the crimes. So he is well versed about the collecting, packing, and handling the evidences and the crime scene properly. So that is one advantage to Karnataka state. The second one is forensic biology, that is analysis of biological evidence such as blood, hair, or any tissue like semen, we can say saliva. So whatever you will get in that crime scene, which is um, well known, which is belongs to the biology department, biology section. So that will send you to the biology section, that evidences. So similarly, they have the forensic chemistry, digital forensic anthropology, as well as ballistics. So like cybercrime, so forensic cyber. So like this, there are many other divisions in forensic science laboratories. Okay, so why this? They make it as a different different division, because we can't send everything to one division. So there are experts in the different division like biology experts ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, chemistry forensic, digital forensic, cybercrime ಒಳಗೆ for digital. So we can't send it to digital forensic to the chemistry department. Okay, so why? The experts are working in that particular division, and the person who is sending it, he is supposed to know which evidence has to be sent to which division, which evidence is sent to which division. That is much more important. It is a common sense, but most of the time they will make a mistake. They will take some bones and all, and they will send it to the chemistry department or biology department. So it is belongs to the anthropology department. right? So this is how they are making some mistakes while packing and sending the physical evidence from the crime scene. Okay, so this is how they're going to work. Once they will collect all the evidences, they properly examine it with the suspect evidence, okay, whatever collected from the IO, and they're going to give a report to the court. So next is roles of criminology in criminal law. Okay, the next one is what is the role of criminology in criminal law? We can see. So both will study what is the role of criminology as well as forensic science in criminal law. First, we'll go with the criminology. Like as I said, the criminology, it is much more important, and it is a very much vital role which plays shaping and improving criminal law by offering insights into crime and its societal impacts. Okay, this main key contribution ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so the first one is understanding criminal behavior. So understanding criminal behavior is very much important. So we have a criminal profiling. So we'll study criminal profiling. Our students will study criminal profiling. Why this criminal profiling is important? So being a lawyer, you all know that. So why? What is the difference between a common person and a criminal? What is the difference between a common person behavior and a criminal behavior? Okay, so it is much more crucial for a police officer as well as a lawyer. Okay, to know the behavior of criminals. Like we'll study while studying. ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೊ ಅವ್ನು ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ, ಸೊ ವೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರೂಟ್ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್, ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇನ್ criminal behavior. Maybe it is a socio-economic condition of the person. So on the artika condition means society ಒಳಗೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು so that means like socio-economic condition of that person is low, means very low, like because see the thing is like we can also see over here like some juvenile delinquency. It is very much common nowadays, like the person before becoming a criminal he become a delinquent. Okay, juvenile delinquent. Means juvenile delinquent means the person who committed a crime below the age of 18. Okay, in some matter it is 60. So here we have to see like ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರು crime ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So because so there are many causes behind that. Like parents ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರು ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ದ ಪಿಯರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಜೊತೆಗಿರೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, 24/7 ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗಿರೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಎ child will spend his time with his peers, means his friends. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅವ್ನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇರ್ತಾನೋ ಆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ connection they are having. We will see like especially in Bangalore and some metropolitan cities, like these peddlers are more. So they are using these children for peddling purpose. Once they will, they know like they have their own syndicate. These criminals have their own syndicate, and they are targeting these children because they well known that if a child will get caught by the cops or ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ಸ್, ಬಾಲ ಅಪರಾಧಿಗಳು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅವರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅವರಿಗೆ so they will send you to the postal school, like they will ask them to do education, or they will call their parents and they will ask them to take them back. Okay, so they will give warning if it is the first time. So all you know about all these things. So this is like how they are going to study a behavior. Sometime what happened like ಈ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಯಾರಾದ್ರು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಜೊತೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವ್ದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so from junior delinquents to they will become a criminals, hardcore criminals, because they are much more influenced by these criminals, right? So ಈ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರು ಈ ಸಣ್ಣ ಅಪರಾಧದಿಂದ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಗೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸಿಗಬೇಕಿದ್ದು, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಸಿಗಬೇಕಿದ್ದು. ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್, ಅವರೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಪಾಪ, ಅವರು ಕೂಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂಥ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ. ಸೊ schools, definitely schools, like most of them are school dropouts or school ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ because of, see, once a child will see the money for any kind of business, for any kind of work, the child won't think about do education, proper education, or to study further, because some the basic needs is getting fulfilled over there only. ಸೊ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಏನೇನ್ ಬೇಕಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಅವ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಅವನಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಲೈಕ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್, ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಪೆಡ್ಲಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಪೆಡ್ಲರ್ಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ the syndicates members, they will give a good amount to these children. So if the thing is they have to exchange the hands, that's it. So ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ $500 ಮೀನ್ಸ್ $500 ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, $1,000 ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ those drugs in their bags and they have to give to someone. So this is how they're going to use these kind of kits. This is the criminal behavior, we can say. So guiding the formulations of law to address these underlying causes, it is much more important. Okay, the next one is crime prevention strategies. So the criminology role in criminal law is crime prevention strategy. That is, research in criminology informs policies and programs aimed at reducing crime, such as community policing, education initiatives, and social reform. See, one major thing here, you can see this community policing. So I used to go, ನಾನು ಮೈಸೂರು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ DYSP ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, SI ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಪೊಲೀಸಿಂಗ್, ಹೌ ದಿಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಪೊಲೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ as well as police. Okay, so crime prevent ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, crime ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ, so community policing is one of the major roles. So specifically some of the states like Andhra Pradesh, okay, and this, what is that? This Meghalaya. So all few states and even in Kerala, so they are really doing good in this community police. So what community police, you guys already know. So community is coming forward and helping police. At the same time, we used to tell these police officers or police personnel, police, that how their behavior should be with the community, because we know that how rude they are the most of the time. Like, it is not their problem. Tension, most of the time the answer will come from their end. That is, they are very much busy, they tensed in their work, okay, in their daily life. So all this they will say, because while when we teach, we'll ask so many questions to these police and police personnel. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಾವು, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಜೊತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ನೈಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಅಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಫ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತಾನು ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಲೈಕ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಎ different kind of opinion. So always a two faces. Okay, so some people can understood what is on what they are trying to say, and some people will don't understand what they are trying to say. So you can't judge each one of them in a same way, right? So ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನು ನೀವು ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ somebody really wanted to come and they wanted to help police. Okay, voluntarily nowadays, voluntarily people are going and they are helping police. And also in police also, I saw so many police officers or police, they are going nowadays to the community and they are approaching and also they are having a meeting with them. Okay, they are asking their problems, if there are any problems they are discussing to solve the problems. So these are the things like how they are going to make it out. So one of the major thing to prevent crimes, that is the community police. So education initiative, definitely. So it is like in criminology, what we will do specifically, we will go and give a training to these police officers, how they have to be get educate in a sensitive matters. So sensitive matters are many things, like how they have to handle these POCSO cases. Okay, so how they're supposed to handle these juvenile cases. So these are all very sensitive cases. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳುಗಳು ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ತುಂಬಾ ರೂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಇಟ್ ವೋಂಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್. Okay, so the most of the time what happened, they will get scared to come to the police station to give a complaint. Why? Because their behavior, the police behavior is in a very negative manner. So what society will think about police and the behavior is completely negative. So this is what they have to change in the public mind. That is about community policing and educating them in a proper manner. Okay, and the next one is the social reform. The social reform is very much important when we have to do the crime prevention. So when we wanted to do crime to prevent in the society, like we have to give a proper knowledge, awareness to the public. Okay, then influencing punishment and rehabilitation is also one of the major role of criminology. So criminological studies advocate for effective sentencing, balancing retribution, deterrence, and rehabilitation. See, we know that most of the time we'll always say like, well, ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ಕೋದು ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅವರ್ we were following was it was a IPC before. Okay, so it was a colonial time uh, laws. So still we were following that before. So ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಮ್ಮಿನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವೋಂಟ್ come to the mark, like so there is no proper justification of what they have done and what they are getting. Okay, now in a Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita there is little changes has come up with. So they are going to make it as a strict proper laws which will be effective in a society. So the thing is like why always we'll say like if you see some of the Islamic countries, like we'll say like the crime rates are very low. Why it is low? Because the punishment is harsher. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಹಾರ್ಶ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆದರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ದ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ರೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ not there. So at least now with this proper changes, proper implementation, they are come up with, and I think it is going to be changed. So the next is developing evidence-based policies. So criminology support criminal law by providing data-driven insight to draft laws and regulations that reflect societal needs and realities. See, always we have to think that. So in criminology, what we do, we always study about the crimes. So how many crimes are happened, what kind of crimes are happening, and specifically in that particular area, how many crimes were happened. So why exactly it is? See, so some of the places, the most of the crimes are chain snatching. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಚೈನ್ ಸ್ನ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ beat. Okay, there's no proper control and there's no proper lookout in that particular area. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೇವೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬೀಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಐಸೋಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ cities like where these kind of crimes are happening more. So whenever we study in a criminological prospect, we always see like why this crime is happening in that particular place more and more. So that time we come to one conclusion that so there is no proper watch, there is no proper control from the police. Like they are not doing proper beat. They are not going for a patrolling. So that's why it is easy for these criminals to go and do particular kind of crimes. So chain snatching ನಿಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಐಸೋಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಯಾರು ಜನಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಚೈನ್ ಸ್ನಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಜನ ಸಂದಣಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್ ಟು ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಅದು ಆ ಸ್ಥಳದಿಂದ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ವಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಎನಿ CCTV ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. Okay, so if there is a CCTV cameras, how they're going to hide from that. So all these things, these are all the criminal behavior, what we are going to study in criminal profiling. So these things going to be useful to prevent the crimes. So then next one is human rights advocacy. So how this criminology will play a role in human rights advocacy. Criminologists assess the impact of laws and criminal justice practices to ensure they uphold human rights and promote fairness. So always we think about human rights. So whatever laws, whatever the amendments you're going to bring up, so always keep that thing in your mind. So ಮಾನವ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ problem ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. Right. So whatever we are doing, that is for protecting human rights. Okay, ಸಂವಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ always the policy makers think about human rights. It should not be get violated. Okay, that is the main purpose while doing. So even in a criminological perspective, if you study, it will assess the impact of laws and criminal justice practices to ensure they uphold human rights and promote fairness. So both the parties should get the fair trial. Both the parties should get the justice. Okay, if he committed some kind of crimes, definitely he's going to get a punishment. Right? If somebody is get hurt, somebody is facing some issues from someone, definitely they're going to get justice. Okay, so like that they're going to do. So next one is rules of forensic science in criminal law. So what are all the rules it will come to in a criminal law? So forensic science is indispensable in the application and enforcement of criminal law by providing scientifically validated evidence. So whenever you go into study about the forensic science, so evidence is the key role over there. The key role is that evidence collection and how you're going to do the analysis for that. Okay, there are so many. We all know that in crime scene, a criminal will at least leave one or other evidence. So it is again the intelligence of the particular investigation officer how he is going to check the crime scene, how he is going to analyze the crime scene. Right. So forensic scientists analyze crime scene evidences. For example, if investigation officer, a forensic expert, and crime scene investigation officer will go to the crime scene, definitely they will get one or other evidence in the crime scene. It may be a fingerprint or footprint or a palm print, or if it is a ballistic means they will get a bullet, gun, okay, or a cartridge cases. That means shell of that bullet. So like that, there are many evidences they are going to get. Okay, so to establish these links between suspects, victims, and crime scene. So always, whenever we were studying, always our teachers used to say like how we are going to interlink between the suspect, victims, and crime scene. So they used to say like you have to make a proper story. Okay, whenever you enter the crime scene, ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ವಿಲ್ make a story of that particular crime scene. Okay, so it will be easy for us. See, somebody will teach us like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. It is very difficult to um, memorize all those things. Okay, we will forget the things easily. So if someone will tell some stories, it is easy for them to recall them. We can keep those stories in our mind whenever we want. We can recall those stories. So similarly, like when the investigation officer enter the crime scene, he will make a proper stories. That means it is a kind of a skill of the investigation officer. If he is that much capable of making a story of that particular crime scene, means entry, exit, okay, the attack. So all this, how he is going to do these things, it depends upon that particular investigation officer. Okay, so then it will link how they're going to link between that criminal and the victim as well as the suspect. So 90% of the crimes will happen between linked person. So 10% it is someone like it is a circumstantial basis. We can't help. We can't do anything for that thing. But most of the crimes will happen between a known person. Okay. The next one is establishing facts. So forensic evidence is critical in determining the facts of a case, such as the time, cause, and circumstances of a crime. So you guys know that. Um, so which one is called it as a crime, right? So there should be intention, okay, and a proper execution. So then only it is comes under a crime. Okay. So if the person don't have any intention to kill someone, okay, he just wanted to go and hurt that person, but he killed that person. Okay. So it is not comes under a crime. Right. So like that. So whenever a forensic evidence is coming in that determination of that, the facts of a case. So such as the time when the crime was taken place, and what are the main causes behind that, and on what circumstances it was happened. So all these things are much more important for our investigation officer while doing a investigation. And as a lawyer, you should know like the cause of crime, the when the crime was taken place, whether the person is present over there or not. So all these things, evidences will be helpful you guys for the purpose of trial. So the supporting legal proceedings is also there. The forensic experts testify in court as expert witnesses, the explaining scientific findings to judge and juries to support a challenge claims. So see, so there are many detective agencies, I can say. So many detective agencies are there, like where they're going to get evidences apart from the police evidence. Okay, so they are there to give a opinion, the second opinion. So as sir told, like before they know that check bounce cases and all. So they always go for, so see, so most of the time what happen, like you guys will get a good clients. Okay, so uh, most of the time what happened, like rich families, like the well established families, they don't want to go for a police station. Why? Because the name is unstopped. The stake is that, like, they don't want to go to a police station. It is a reputation of the family. So what they will do, they will hire some private investigators. Means we will call it as a detectives in India. The private investigators, how they're going to do investigation. So they will get evidences, they will collect evidences, and they will give it to the court, means the defense lawyers. Okay, so all this will happen, like, see, the forensic experts and the detective, the private investigation officer. Okay, so they will come together to work to get a justice in a court of law. So these evidences, like especially um, they have a contract with the private forensic labs. So whatever the evidences they are also getting, they will send it to forensic labs. Okay. So while doing this examination, they will get one report, and the from the government side they will get one report. So the both the reports are differ. Then they will send it to a third opinion. They will send it to the center, center of forensic labs for the proper report. Because see, one person is giving report, the second person is giving report. It is much more important, like when we are going to get some kind of evidences. Okay, ಒಬ್ಬ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೂ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅದೇನಾದ್ರು ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್. ಸೊ ವೈ ದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರ್, ಯಾಕೆ ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಓನ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ವೇ. ಸೊ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ದ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ queries about that. So that's why ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫಾರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. So there they will get a chance to get a proper report, and they will give a justice to the needy. The next one is exonerating the innocent. So advances in forensic techniques such as DNA analysis have helped overturn wrongful convictions by providing conclusive evidence of innocence. So there are so many cases, like they are running, they are involved, and they are basically need a proper evidences. So like DNA analysis or fingerprint. So many cases will totally change. Okay, so the which helped the innocent to get conviction, and they get escape from the punishment. Okay, so for this, what is helping, the forensic department is helping them to get free these innocent people, right? So most of the time they will manipulate the evidences. Okay, but when you try to give it a proper justice, like the proper investigation should be happen, the proper report should be given to the court of. The next one is crime scene reconstruction. So, see, most of the time what happened, like ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಒಬ್ಬ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸತಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅದು ನೆನಪಿಗೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅವನೇನೋ ನೋಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮರ್ತೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಫೋಟೋ ತಗೋತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಎಂಟರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅ ಫೋಟೋಗ್ರಾಫ್, ದೆನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಸೇ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೂವೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನೇನೋ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ನೆನಪು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 6 months, 1 year and all, it won't be there like that. So if you have that photograph or videograph, okay, so you can reconstruct the crimes in the same crime scene. You can reconstruct and you can watch that videos or photos, and you can get some clue which will be helpful for your further investigation. Okay, so this is one of the important thing in crime scene reconstruction. Okay, the next one is importance of the interdisciplinary approach. How it is going to be helpful for this criminology as well as forensic science. Okay, so an interdisciplinary approach integrates knowledge, method, and perspective from multiple disciplines to address complex issues holistically. So, in this context, we'll see the first one is comprehensive understanding. Samagra manobhavane irಬೇಕು. So, complex problems such as crime and justice, which cannot be fully understood. Okay, so I'm audible, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are hearing you, sir.
Okay, okay,
Sir, if you are having ample time,
okay.
can we take up the questionnaire, sir?
This one I will finish it off and I will take a question.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Only
okay.
these points I will finish and I will take a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problems. No
Okay.
problems.
Okay. Okay. So the complex problems such as crime and justice cannot be fully understood through the lens of a single discipline. Okay. For example, like a criminologist can analyze the social cause of a crime, while a forensic scientist focus on physical evidences, and a legal expert like a lawyer ensures compliance with judicial process. That like ಒಂದು ಅಪರಾಧ ತಜ್ಞ ಏನಿರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಕಾರಣಗಳನ್ನ ವಿಶ್ಲೇಷಿಸಬಹುದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಫೋರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಭೌತಿಕ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯನ್ನು ವಿಶ್ಲೇಷಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಾನೂನು ತಜ್ಞ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ಖಚಿತಪಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಅವ್ರದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ರೂಲ್ಗಳಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸಮಗ್ರ ಮನೋಭಾವನೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ comprehensive understanding should be there between all three of them: the forensic scientist, criminologist, as well as a lawyer. Okay, so it will be helpful to understand the concept of the crime. Then next one is improved problem solving. That is interdisciplinary collaboration fosters innovation solution by integrating diverse methods and knowledge bases. Okay, the teams can address both the root cause and immediate effects of an issues in that problem. So, for example, I can say like in tackling youth crime. Okay, so while tackling youth crime, ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ಯುವಕ ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡ್ದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಮನೋವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರವರ್ತನ ಕಾರಣಗಳು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸೋಶಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆನ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಮೇಕರ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ, they will design preventive laws. So like this it will interdisciplinary collaborations which helpful forces innovative solutions. Okay, so next one to enhanced efficiency in investigation. So nowadays there is no traditional crimes. Okay, so most of the crimes are changed. A murder, rape, so it is there, but still most of the crimes are emerging, like the financial crimes, cyber crimes, okay, digital crimes. So law enforcement benefits from a multidisciplinary team where forensic scientists provide evidence, criminologists analyze trends, okay, and legal experts ensure admissibility in the court of law. So this streamlines investigations and increases the likelihood of solving cases effectively. So like this, as I told you, like all these three areas to come together to solve the cases effectively. The next one, the human rights and ethical consideration. Obviously, addressing ethical dilemmas requires input from multiple disciplines, like including law, sociology, then philosophy, anthropology. So all these things. So interdisciplinary approach, which ensures policies and actions respect human rights and societal value. So always when we say like ಮಾನವ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಗೌರವಿಸೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸುವ ನೀತಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಖಚಿತಪಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಸುರಕ್ಷತೆಗೆ ಹಾನಿಯಾಗದಂತೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರವಹಿಸಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಿತ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಅಸಾಧ್ಯತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮತೋಲನ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ensure the policies and actions with the proper in respect to human rights and societal values. That is much more important. Then adoption of emerging challenges, like as I told you, like emerging challenges is nothing but a modern challenges like cybercrime and this terrorism and global pandemics requires expertise in technology, psychology, then international law, and many other areas, which interdisciplinary approaches allow quicker adaptation to evolving threats. So all of them like terrorism ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, cyber crime ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಮ್, ಒಂದು ದೇಶದ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮಚ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನರಿ ಟು ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬೇಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹೊಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್ ಟು ಎವಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ this combating cybercrime involves experts in IT. So most of the time, what happened like nowadays, some most of the engineers are working with the police department, like in a forensic division. Why? To prevent these kind of cybercrime and financial crimes. Okay, and psychology experts like a psychologist. So all they are working with a legal team. Why? So as I told you, like because of so most of the crimes which is done by these juniors and all, they require proper counseling. And if in the beginning itself they will clear those things, it will cut down over there only. They won't become a criminals in a future. Okay. So better policy formulation with a proper research. So research is one of the major area. So in criminology, not only in criminology, in all the area, law, criminology, victimology. Because see, without research, we can't do anything. Research will give you ample of data. Okay, so it will come to know. You will come to know the reality. Okay, with the proper research, you'll come to know what is happening in our society. So with this thing only, we are going to change the things in our society, like making a policy or making a means amendment of old laws. All these things will happen with the proper research. Okay, so we know like so many prison reforms are happen because of this proper research itself. Okay, so once they enter the prison, they come to know what are the challenges, what are the problems they are facing. Not only these criminals I'm talking about the prison authorities as well, because it is same for everyone. Like those who was there inside the prison, even the prison authorities, prison management is facing the issues like the same way the criminals and so convicts they are also facing the problems. So the next one is education and profession development. That is a proper training we have to give to these experts to come up with the new ideas. Like they will also get a proper a background in data analytics, can better interpret crime trends. So as I told you, like there are so many crimes are changing nowadays. Their trends are different. So they're going to change it in a proper way. Okay. So the next one, what are the challenges and futures direction? The challenges, ethical issues in forensic science, like the privacy concern with DNA database. So see, all these things are have to maintain in a very private. Is privacy they have to maintain. So it is one of the ethical issue. Like the DNA database, they have to keep it for a further investigation. See, if the same person is committing some other crimes, so the database is there, then it is very useful for the investigation officer to come to know whether the same person has committed or not. So all these kind of things, it will be easy for them to realize, or else they can easily remove that person or suspect, and they can go forward for the investigation. Then limitations in criminological data due to societal and cultural biases, that is always there. And technological challenges, because nowadays AI is comes. So even with the police, the criminals are also using artificial intelligence. So nowadays it is like one of the major problem the country is facing. That is digital arrest. Okay, digital arrest. I think most of you are aware about the digital arrest. They are making them to sit in one, lock themselves in one room. Okay, and they have to isolate from their own family members, and they will ask them to give money. So how they will do? They are acting like they are police officer or ED or CBI, IB, something they will say, and they will ask them to. They will take control over that person, and they will digitally arrest them, and they will make them to give money. So I think last week I was discussing with one of the experts. cyber expert. He was told me like they caught one of the gang in Delhi. Okay, they recovered around 11 crores from that gang itself regarding this digital arrest. So like, see, whatever the new technology is coming, it is not only for a legal or a police and lawyers and for criminologists and only for not for them. Even new technology, it is going to be adopted by these criminals. Okay, so they are also much more intelligent to adopt these things and they're going to commit crimes. So AI and machine learning and forensic investigation, it is much more important. And advancing criminological theories to address cybercrime and global terrorism. So definitely the global terrorism is everywhere, and we know that so the terrorism is one of the burning issue in our society. So interdisciplinary education and training for law enforcement, it is much more required. So an interdisciplinary approach is essential for addressing multi-threat issues, fostering innovation, and ensuring justice systems are effective, ethical, and equitable. So by breaking down, promoting collaboration, it enables. So only one thing I wanted to say here, like Yavaga, um, all the departments come together and they will work. Definitely, they can bring a change in our society. Otherwise, it is very difficult. So that is about criminology and forensic science, how this interdisciplinary is working with criminal law, and how they'll come together and they have to work with in a one manner. That's it. Thank you.
Fantastic, sir. Fantastic. Fantastic deliberation, sir.
Thank you.
Fantastic understanding
Thank you.
about the criminology and forensics.
Yeah.
We do have some questions, sir.
Definitely.
Anyway, we will give a priority for our audience.
Yeah.
Gayatri Madam Ore, Diana. So thank you for coming. These students are our studious students, sir.
Hi, super
ಸೊ
sir.
ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿದೆಯಾ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳೇನಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ
ಸರ್
ಶ್ರೀಧರ
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್. ಸರ್
ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್.
ಪುರೋಹಿತ್
ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿ
ಸರ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್
ನನ್ನ
ಯು ಸರ್.
ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ನಾವು ಈ ದೃಶ್ಯಂ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ದೃಶ್ಯಂ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 1 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ರವಿಚಂದ್ರನ್ದು.
ಹ್ಮ್.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ
ಹ್ಮ್.
ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಇವನ್ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು.
ಕೊನೆವರೆಗೂ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಎಂಡ್ ವರೆಗೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾ.
ಸೊ
Correct.
ಇದು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್? ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ
ಹಾ.
ಈ ಫೋರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಾಲಜಿ ಏನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಸೆಷನ್, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಈ ದೃಶ್ಯಂ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ.
ಹಾ.
ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದು ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬಿರ್ಬೋದು ಆ ಮೂವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ನ್ ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನೂ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಮೂವಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ಅವ್ನು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ. ಸೊ ನವ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಈ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೇಜರ್ ರೋಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಹಿಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರು ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ನೀನ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಹೇಗ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಮೂವಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ದೃಶ್ಯಮಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಏನೇ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯನ 3-4 ಸತಿ ಒತ್ತಿ ಒತ್ತಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸುಳ್ಳಾಗಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನಿಜ ಅನ್ಸಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ದೃಶ್ಯ ಮೂವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವನು ಡೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನಡೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ದೃಶ್ಯಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಇದನ್ನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದೇನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೇಟ್ ನಷ್ಟೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಅವ್ನು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದಾಗ್ಲೂ ಒಂದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾವು ಬಂದಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ನು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಬಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಅದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, AI ಇವೆಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಫಾರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಈಗ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದೃಶ್ಯ ಮೂವಿ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅವನ ಹೀರೋ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೊರತು, ಬಟ್ ಅವನು ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅವನು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಹಳ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರತ್ತೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಮೂವಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಣನ ಊತಾಕಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಹ್ಮ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಹೆಣ ಊತಾಕಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದು ದಫನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸೊ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಕಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೈಲಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದನೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ, ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಮನೋರಂಜನೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ, ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟನೇ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಬೀಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫುಲ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಟ್ರಾಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ರವಿಚಂದ್ರನ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರ, ರವಿಚಂದ್ರನಿಗೆ ಹೊಡೆಯಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವನ್ಲಿ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನ್ ತೋರಿಸಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು 3rd ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಮಾನವ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳ ಇದು ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಹೊರಬೀಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಸತ್ಯ ಹೊರಬೀಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಸರ್. ಈ ನಮ್ದು ಲಾಲ್ ಬಹದ್ದೂರ್ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಆದಾಗ,
ಹಾ.
ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅವ್ರ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಓದಿದಾಗ
ಹಾ.
ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಬಾಡಿ ನೀಲಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಟಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್?
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿರೋದು ಸರ್ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಹೈ ಪ್ರೊಫೈಲ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಈಗ ಹೈ ಪ್ರೊಫೈಲ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸಲ್ಮಾನ್ ಖಾನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನೋಡಿದಿರ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಗಳೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಗ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ತಪ್ಪೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಈಗ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಫಾರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಸೀನ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳು ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕರು ಕೂಡ ಅದರ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಬೇಗ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಬೇಗ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗೆ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
Any other questions? Any other questions? Sir, as a lawyers, how we can collaborate with this criminology and forensics subject, sir?
Sir, forensic subjects, so you can collaborate with district forensic labs and all, and with the universities and institutions. We can see, like we are having labs and all in our department, criminology and forensic science. Okay, we are doing an MOU with law firms. Okay, so if you have any kind of cases and all, you can do an MOU with us, and you can come collaborate with us. Any kind of report you required, our expert is there. So the experts means the faculties, like they're all come up with a proper master degree, and somebody is doing a PhD in the particular, like as you told, like this one, forensic documentation and fingerprints. So all these things, they are experts already. So if we had a collaboration like MOU, so you can give cases to us, like we will give a report. Like this we can do, sir. And
okay, even handwriting analysis also you do, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Will do.
Okay. So what is your opinion regarding with the new criminal law, sir?
Sir, it is really good. Like before, for this one, what is that? They are not considering this as the primary evidence of this technology, like videos and audios and all. Now they are coming with a new thing, new ideas. That is, they have to consider it as a primary evidence. So it will be useful. In the same time, it will be problematic as well, because you know that we always say, like there is a two faces of a coin. The thing is, like there is pros and cons of in all the areas. Okay, so the thing is, like how we are going to take this, that is much more important over here. Like in new laws, so ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋಂತಹ ಇದು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ nowadays whoever will call, who will record all these things, no. So before, what they will trying to do this, it is as a supportive under secondary evidence ಆಗಿ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ರು. So now then no need to go for this one. So if the video, photos are genuine, they will send it to the labs, okay, and they will get a report from the forensic labs, and they are going to taken as a considered as a primary evidence. So they are going to, the justice is much more swift and faster. So now I can say that.
Okay. So is there any courses, certificate courses for lawyers, law students, as well as general public
Yes, sir. Yes,
regarding
sir.
with the study of criminology and forensics?
Yes, sir. There is there are so many this one institute means um
So whether your institute will provide any certificate courses?
so still we are not started, but coming year we are going to start a PG. So along with that PG, we are going to start some certification courses, sir. Diploma courses kind of.
Okay, okay.
And many private institutions are there, like GCS Detective and Allied Services, and some Thomas Education Institution. So, like this, there are many institutions where they're going to provide this courses. Like they are all ISO register. So they will provide. Sir.
Okay. So thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
We will share your contact number in our group, sir. If
Okay.
any of the persons who are much
Anybody interested,
interested.
let me know. Like we're
Definitely,
going to
sir.
guide them.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Okay.
So the PPT is already being shared in the group. Please look into the PPT which is being already shared in the group. So thank you so much, sir.
Okay, sir.
We are really thankful and grateful for your deliberation, sir.
Thank
We
you,
have
sir.
learned something about the criminology, the
Mm.
aspect that you had told, how much it is needed and significant. In the administration of justice. As you said, criminologists, social scientists, lawyers, police, all these persons are collectively
You have to work.
required for prevention of crime.
Yes,
It is not the one person ಅಂತ ತಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ,
thank
ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ತೇಜು ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್, HOD ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಾಲಜಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಫೋರೆನ್ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಇವರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ತಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಕ್ವೆರೀಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ
you,
ಮಚ್
sir.
ಸರ್.
Thank you. Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್.
Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you. Thank you.